welcome to my mommy channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my son Marley's lock maintenance routine. This is his before. You could see his hair was really dry, crusty, and this is after I did my routine on his hair. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you stick around through the whole video so you could see exactly how he achieved this look. And then these are all the products that I used to achieve this style on his hair. I will link everything that I can find down below. Okay, so if you have locks, or if not, I definitely recommend this ORS olive oil shampoo. It definitely removes buildup. I actually use it on my husband's hair as well, and it works amazing. It doesn't leave any type of residue, and my son doesn't have any buildup in his lock. And then I'm making sure I drench his hair in water. So I'm rinsing a lot of the dirt that I can out first. And as you can see, I prefer to wash his hair in the sink. He has locks. There's no way I'm gonna wash his hair in the bathtub, and that water, all that soap and stuff and residue can get built up in his hair. So what I did is I just got a pool noodle from the dollar store, cut it in half, and then that's what I use to prop his head up. It makes it comfortable for him. He usually just has his iPad. Like y'all can see, he watches The Lion King or whatever shows he wants. Basically what I like to do is shampoo his hair in sections. So you will see me adding a little bit of shampoo at a time and making sure I really work it into his hair, because we do wash his hair about every 2 to 3 weeks usually. And he's a little boy, he plays like a little boy. He likes to roll his cars and toys on the floor with his head literally like on the floor. So he gets like a lot of lint and just dirt and stuff like that in his hair. So I'm making sure that I lather his hair really good, as y'all can see. So I hope this is satisfying for y'all. You'll see me kind of scrubbing like about 1 inch off the roots of his lock, and that's usually where he gets a little bit of like lint and buildup. So I make sure I massage the shampoo in there really good to make sure I'm loosening it up. So that's what y'all see me doing. And then I rinse his hair, and I want to make sure that I'm rinsing it thoroughly, because that's just his first shampoo. Even though it did really give me a great lather, I like to shampoo him twice, because like I said, he plays like a little boy. He usually has a lot of dirt and debris and stuff in his hair. I'm about to start shampooing him for the second time. This one usually lathers up a lot better, and this is just to make sure that, like I said, he doesn't have any type of buildup in his hair. So I make sure that his hair is super clean, his scalp is clean. And I just make sure that I rinse everything out, because that's another thing about locks. It's easy to get buildup, and that doesn't look nice. So I make sure that I rinse his hair really good. I take my time rinsing his hair. Of course, the video is sped up, but this takes like a pretty long time, just making sure that I get every bit of soap out of his hair. And then also my favorite conditioner is this Design Essentials Rosemary and Mint. And I just make sure, like, once again, that I rinse the conditioner out really well so he doesn't get buildup in his locks. What I retwist his hair with is actually aloe vera gel. I buy it from the grocery store, and I'm just putting it in this container. And then I add my favorite essential oils. So I add rosemary essential oil, which promotes hair growth, and it just feels really good on the scalp. There's so many benefits to rosemary essential oil. And then I also add tea tree essential oil to his hair, which helps with dandruff. And then I also add lavender essential oil as well. And I'm probably only adding about 5 drops of each. And then I just stir it up. And I only use about half of that gel at a time. Then I also use the clips, and I use a rat tail comb. And then afterwards, I like to use the Mane Choice growth oil and the Organics or the OGX, the super penetrating argan oil. And I do also like to have these croc clips on hand. They come in really, really handy to clip his hair out the way. So I like to add gel section by section or row by row. So I add it only to the roots. And then you'll see me, I kind of smooth out the roots. And sometimes I like to use my comb at the roots and kind of comb down. And then I just palm roll it. And then I clip it in. But I'm going to give y'all a better angle so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm going to talk y'all through it. So I'm adding the gel to his roots, and you can see me combing gently. And then I literally just palm roll his lock in my hand. But the more important part, in my opinion, is making sure you're paying attention to where you're clipping the hair. You don't want to just clip it right at the end of the new growth because you will have bubbles in your locks. You want to make sure you palm roll the hair kind of far down, especially if you have a child with locks because they get pretty frizzy. And then you want to clip it like right at the end of where you palm rolled, if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you guys multiple times so y'all can see what I mean, but I definitely don't just clip his locks right at the roots because that's why a lot of people's locks don't look even, or they have like the bubbles in their locks. So once again, you can see I like to clean up his parts as well with the comb, and then I just palm roll it and I clip it like probably halfway down the lock, or sometimes like 60 to 70% down the lock. That's where I put the clip at. And I don't put a clip, like I don't use a new clip for every single lock. I'll use clips that are already there sometimes, which you'll see, because that's really uncomfortable to have all those clips on your hair. And I don't like to put too much tension on his hair because he's still little. And I don't want his hair to thin out as he gets older, but this before and after is going to be amazing. Y'all will see. You could just see the progress and how much more tamed and neat his hair looks just with me locking his hair. And this is comfortable for him. It doesn't hurt. And also just make sure, like I said, I try to clean the parts up the best that I can as I'm going so his parts can look pretty neat. It just all depends on the look that you're going for. I just like his locks to be neat, so that's something that I like to do. And then this is the last row on the front. I apply a lot more gel to that top row because that's the one that gets frizzy the most. So I'm just cleaning up the part. And I don't know if y'all can see all that hair that's hanging out that lock. His edges actually used to be really thin. He pulled him out when he was a baby. So that's like hair that wasn't there at first. So it comes out of the lock. So I just make sure I palm roll this one like really tight. Well, not really tight, but pretty tight. And I try to clip it like where that hair ends. also, the aloe vera gel does not flake up on his hair or anything like that. It's amazing for your scalp. It really helps with hair growth. It's a natural humectant, meaning that it pulls moisture out of the air. So it keeps his hair like very, very moisturized. I'm gonna try to find some before pictures from about a year ago, and you can see the amount of hair growth he has. It's insane how fast his hair grew. And that's just with us making sure we take good care of his hair. It's time for him to dry his hair. So what I like to use, it's like this little, I don't know what it's called, I have to find it. But you basically attach it to your handheld blow dryer and you put it on low heat. And then he dries under there for about 45 minutes. And then if he doesn't like how that feels sometimes, like this previous time, I'll take that off and then just hand dry his hair. You just wanna make sure you dry their hair until it's completely dry so it doesn't revert and the roots curl up. And once I remove all of the clips gently, I like to use the Mane Choice Growth Oil or my homemade growth oil. I just happen to have the Mane Choice one today, so that's what I'm using. And I just try to make sure I'm oiling his scalp, especially in those areas where I feel like his hair is thinner, like on the edges of his hair. I try to massage it in, and he loves how this part feels. Make sure you add some type of light oil to your locks or your child's lock. Right now I'm taking that OGX, that argan oil. I didn't show y'all the bottle, but I showed it to y'all earlier. And I'm just rubbing that all throughout his hair because it's really nice and it softens his hair and it also doesn't leave any type of buildup. And this is pretty much how his hair looks when it's done. It looks amazing and he really likes it. That's why he's over there smiling. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. I hope this video was helpful. I just tried to make this as simple as possible. We don't do anything crazy. We just keep it really, really simple. And he loves his hair. And we probably do this routine, like I said, about every 2 to 3 weeks. And this is how his hair turned out, guys. I hope y'all like it. I hope this was helpful for y'all. If y'all like the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment because I really like to post, you know, positive content. And I'm hoping that this helped y'all.
Hi guys, welcome to your mommy channel.